The fastest and most effective way to balance your hormones is by focusing on these three key players: cortisol, thyroid, and insulin. Think of them as commanding generals of your body's hormonal army. When these are in sync, your overall hormonal health improves significantly. But how do you know which of these hormones need attention? Chronic diseases don't just appear overnight. They can take years, sometimes even decades to develop. Long before they fully manifest, your body sends out warning signs. Now, these early symptoms are your body's way of signaling that something is off and that it's time to make changes before the problem gets worse. So let's start with cortisol. Now, unless you have a genetic condition, cortisol imbalances typically begins with high cortisol levels. And one of the most common signs, feeling tired but wired in the evening. You may also struggle to fall asleep even when you are exhausted. Now, cortisol and melatonin, which is your sleep hormone, work together to maintain your circadian rhythm. As the sun sets, melatonin levels should start rising, making you feel naturally sleepy, while cortisol levels should gradually decline. Since cortisol is your body's stress hormone, it keeps you alert and activates the fight or flight response when needed. But when this balance is disrupted, often due to chronic stress, poor sleep habits, eating close to bedtime, or excessive screen time at night, cortisol stays high when it should be low, and melatonin does not even get a chance to do its job properly. This leaves you feeling restless, wired, and unable to wind down for the night. And another symptom of high cortisol is what we call cortisol belly. There are few reasons for this. First, your belly region has more cortisol receptors than any part of your body, making it more prone to fat storage under stress. Second, high cortisol increases cravings for sugary, high calorie and fatty foods, leading to weight gain. Third, it breaks down muscle mass, which slows down metabolism over time. And finally, cortisol disrupts insulin function, causing blood sugar spikes and fat accumulation, especially around the belly area. Now, if you're wondering whether your hormones are out of balance, I've created a hormone imbalance fix quiz that can give you deeper insights. It just takes a few minutes, but it can tell you more about your hormonal health than anything else. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Be sure to check it out. Now let's talk about insulin. High insulin results in insulin resistance. According to the author of Why We Get Sick, Dr. Bickman says too much insulin causes insulin resistance. Research indicates that for every 1 microunit increase in fasting blood insulin, a person can experience 20% increase in insulin resistance. The principle underscores a fundamental aspect of how the body operates. When you provide more of something, the body begins to resist it. The main symptoms of insulin resistance is feeling fatigued after meals. Now, in a healthy person, insulin helps transport glucose from the bloodstream into the cells, where it's used for energy. With insulin resistance, the body does not respond to insulin, so glucose struggles to enter the cells. As a result, glucose remains in the bloodstream instead of providing energy to the muscles in the brain, leading to post-meal fatigue and sluggishness. After eating, blood sugar spikes because glucose isn't efficiently absorbed by cells. In response, the pancreas produces even more insulin to compensate. And this excessive insulin can lead to a rapid drop in blood sugar, causing tiredness, brain fog, and even dizziness. If you're a woman struggling with stubborn belly fat, hormonal imbalance, or poor gut health, drop a comment saying hormone and we'll add you to the early access list for a hormone imbalance fix program. Over the years, hundreds of thousands of students have enrolled in our courses, transforming their health. Moving forward, we are focusing even more on this niche, helping you balance your hormones and achieve long-term sustainable weight loss. And don't forget, the hormonal imbalance quiz is your first step. The link is below, so make sure to take it. Finally, let's talk about thyroid. Just like cortisol and insulin, this is another powerful hormone that plays a massive role in metabolism. When thyroid hormones are out of balance, one of the first symptoms is unexplained weight changes. Since thyroid hormone regulates metabolism, they affect almost every organ system in your body. If your thyroid is underactive, you may struggle with weight gain. If it's overactive, you may experience weight loss, mostly muscle weight, which of course you don't want. So that's it for today. Before you go, make sure to take the Hormone Imbalance quiz. You'll find it super helpful. And if you are a woman looking to get lean, toned, and balanced through a holistic hormone-based approach, comment hormone. Our program is almost ready, and in just 10 days, we'll send you an exclusive early access link with a massive discount. I'm Akash. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.